Katie up without any tears. And just know that this is a really positive thing for us, and we're excited about it, and really we wanted just, as we go down that path, and that might, right, it might month, 2 months, it doesn't matter, we're here, and we just want the office to know that process has started.
Okay,
cool, thank you.
So 2 things are for certain. Number 1, I'm never leaving Keller Williams, and number 2, I'm never leaving this office. Woo! Y'all are stuck with me, fortunately for you.
Yay!
But I wanted you to know that first and foremost, over and above everything. Now, many of you that know me very well know that I have derived a lot of significance from my role as a team leader. A lot. In fact, probably I think it's safe to say to the exclusion of all else. That's kind of been like my identity. And so it was interesting to have these types of conversations with Chris, but also with my coach. Through coaching, I came to realize that there's more than one way to feel like you're making a difference in other people's lives. And that's actually part of the reason that I chose to pursue becoming a MAPS coach, was simply that. I had seen so many positive changes in my own life as a result of coaching, and I knew that if I became a coach, that I could still make an incredible difference in somebody else's life through coaching agents to a higher level of productivity. Then comes the personal part, which is hard for me to talk about the personal stuff. So some of you know, not very many of you probably, I'm not a big Facebook poster, that I've been dating somebody who doesn't exactly live in the United States, which obviously presents some challenges in terms of time spent traveling. Things actually just got a whole lot more serious. Never say never, that's my advice. Oh, I did. You guys have probably heard that. And as I was building out my year in 2017 and looking at the remainder of this year, I realized 2 things. One is that this is my daughter's last year of high school. Wow. I know, right? And so for those of you that have high school age kids at home, this is probably the last year that she'll make me any kind of a priority in her world, and probably only when she wants money. And then the second thing was my relationship and my desire to spend time with somebody who lived over 17,000 miles away. Both of those things come with the need for more time. At the size that we're at, KWRP needs and deserves a full-time on-site team leader, right? And I realized that with the trips I had planned with my daughter and my visits to Egypt, that is a long ways away, that I'd probably be out of the office a whole lot more than I'd ever been before. Now, obviously, that's not really healthy for our market center, and it's our market center that I've made my priority through all of this decision-making process. So, that said, this was an interesting process for me to go through, especially having such deep identification with my role. It's a good thing that I brought my notes up, just in case somebody made faces at me and I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, Tracy, thanks a lot. And actually, I had to, and this is again, through coaching, I was able to, I had to move away from my ego mind and that whole I can do it all mentality and put your interests first. I mean, that's setting you up for success, really. So when Chris and I had the conversation, we committed to communicating transparently with you, our agent partners, as to any pending change. And we did that for 2 reasons. Number 1, because we really need your help in finding the next rock star to take my place. And number 2, it was really important for us that you guys are involved in that process. So we want your help and involvement. Many of you, most of you know how long the selection process, long, drawn out, and in-depth the selection process is for a team leader. And our intention is to have more than one candidate interviewing for this role. Actually, when we were at Mega Camp, we met a couple phenomenal candidates that Chris is already taking through the career visioning process. So that's exciting. I shared a quote last week. It was a Gary Keller quote from Mega Camp. And he said, if you've earned the right to replace yourself, you've done something right. And if you're being replaced, something has gone terribly wrong. So I was honored to know that I was not being replaced and I was actually being asked to help replace myself. I mean, that is an honor above all. So understand, I'll be helping Chris with the process. And again, we'll be taking 2 or 3 candidates through that process, and we'll need your feedback, your honest feedback, because this is going to be the next leader of our office, and our office is incredible. Incredible. So that said, nothing is going to change right away. I'm still going to be your team leader. I'm still going to be here through the entire selection process. And then also, after the new team leader is chosen, I'll take a coaching and consulting role with that new team leader to ensure that our market center continues on its incredible growth trajectory. So I'm not leaving. You're still going to have me in your face about CGI implementation. I mean, you guys, my blood is in these walls. No, really, like I was hanging a picture over here. But really, I mean, I feel like that my blood is in these walls, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be around. So don't get all teary over there. This is actually a really, really good thing. We're not a culture of standing still. We're a culture of growth and development, right? That's right. Right. Okay. Oh. I'll never forget what I've learned as team leader of this office ever, and I am so, so grateful to all of you for the incredible opportunity and honor of leading such a phenomenal office. I mean, bar none. You guys are the best. This is actually kind of a cool opportunity. Most offices have team leader turnover about every 2 to 3 years. Some of them 6 months. That's never healthy. This office has not had a team leader change for over 7 years. It's crazy. That's insane. I'm kind of a little anomaly in the team leader world. It's like, that doesn't happen very often. And again, I'm not going anywhere. I so appreciate your support. And really, this has been quite the ride. We have one of the most amazing cultures. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. You're probably wondering what you can do to help. So there's a little slip of paper on your chair. We even strung them all across the room for you standers in the back, and it's got 1, 2, and 3. I want you to take a pen and write down the first 3 names that come to mind when you think team leader of KWRP. Now this can be people inside the office, this can be people outside the office, but somebody who you really truly feel has the ability to lead our office. You guys, I need you to understand one thing. Here, just hear me. This is really important. When a good leader replaces themselves, the culture bands together. It actually gets stronger. You want to know why? Because the culture and the value is not her. It's not just about the leader. It's about everybody. The culture and the value comes from the strength of the people. The value comes from the fact that we have the best MCA in the system. Give it up for Lee. Our value comes from the fact that we have arguably the best principal broker and team in the world, right? Give it up for Colleen. Our culture, our value comes from one of the smartest, most well-informed, well-read, nerdiest OPs in all of KWRI. Give it up for The Economist. There's a reason why you keep poaching my staff, because they are world class. And trust me, I don't mind. That is our culture. We are all about forward movement. I would much rather have you guys offer one of my staff members an opportunity so that they can grow than have them stagnate at a front desk job. Right? Okay, I'd like to try something else actually. Stand up if you are a current ALC member or if you've been on the ALC anytime in the past 7 years. Stand up right where you're at. Look at this. And those of you already standing in the back. This is the leadership of the office. It is not contingent on one person. It's about all of us. Tomas, I didn't say you could sit down. I'm just kidding. You can sit down. Thanks, you guys. But our culture is about you. It's not just about one person. What other office do you know where the top agents willingly share their secrets, share their listing presentation on a monthly basis? That doesn't happen. What other office can you email the whole office and say, I'm locked out of the office, did somebody let me in? Or get a showing covered in last minute. Or, oh God, I saw somebody ask for an open house, and like that was happening in 45 minutes. Anybody here, she got that covered? Yeah? See, that is amazing. That happens here on a daily basis. I feel so lucky to be a part of this awesome, incredibly supportive family. I really do. And it's your job to protect that. That means not letting any weirdos in here. Is that why I'm leaving? Wait. No, really, just as much as I would never let some schmo come in here and mess up our office, you wouldn't either. Because it's your office. We care about each other. So I really want you to think, when you write down those 3 names, who's the next person? Who's the next person? And that's actually, I'm really excited about this, to open this opportunity up to another incredible individual who will be able to not only experience massive growth as a result of being in the role, but also take KWRP to the next level. Pretty awesome. And I'm super excited, so I want your very best referrals. Write them down on your little slip of paper and understand that nothing changes. Nothing changes right away. I'm still gonna be here. This could be a great ride because you're all gonna be involved in selecting our next leader. It's okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to write those down. 3 names. What pops into your head? Who pops into your head when you think team leader of KWRP? Now, presidential candidates, I think they're a little busy, so don't nominate them. Yeah, you can't nominate Trump or Hillary. Sorry, I don't watch TV. Yeah. And Lee wants you to pass them up when you're done. Any other questions, comments?
Love you, Katie.
Yes. You guys do. Seriously. It's awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Whoa. Thank you. It was actually adorable. I mean, I couldn't say no because he asked my daughter first.
Oh.
It was adorable. And she was like, yes, of course you could marry my mother. I'm like, okay, thanks, Randy.